Festival, a mega contemporary art fair, is a new model for dialogues and collaborations between art galleries, art dealers, art buyers, artists, art writers, interior designers and architects. India Art Festival aims to democratize art viewing and buying by initiating the process of bringing together rural and urban artists.
This is remarkable.
Amazing. No word.
I'd like to congratulate the India Art Festival.
All the best to India Art Festival. आज इंडिया आर्ट फेस्टिवल में आकर बहुत खुशी हुई है.
बड़ा अच्छा प्रयास है सबका राजेंद्र जी का.
It's amazing.
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू दी मैजिक मोमेंट्स विद अंजलि अरोरा. मैं आई हूँ आज बॉम्बे आर्ट सोसाइटी. बॉम्बे आर्ट सोसाइटी से मेरी बहुत यादें जुड़ी है क्योंकि मेरा पहला इंडिपेंडेंट शो यहीं से स्टार्ट हुआ जहाँ गवर्नर सर आए थे, आप लोगों को तो पता है. तो आज मैं यहाँ आई हूँ राजेंद्र पाटिल जी का इंटरव्यू लेने. जी हाँ, आज बस उन्हीं का वेट हो रहा है. अभी वो आएंगे और हम उनसे बहुत सारी बातें करेंगे. वेलकम सर. सर आपके लिए यहाँ मैं आपको वेलकम कर रही हूँ. या सर. वेलकम टू दी मैजिक मोमेंट्स विद अंजलि अरोरा. मैं कहूँगी कि इतना सारा प्यार आप सब लोगों से मिल रहा है कि बस यूं ही मुझे मोटिवेटेड रखिए ताकि मैं अलग अलग पर्सनालिटीज़ से मिलके हमारी जो कहते हैं ना आर्ट फील्ड है उसे इसी तरह इंस्पिरेशन और मोटिवेशन मिलता रहे. तो आज मैं आई हूँ बॉम्बे आर्ट सोसाइटी में. बॉम्बे आर्ट सोसाइटी से शुरू हुआ था मेरा इंडिपेंडेंट शोज़ का करियर. तो आज यहाँ हैं बॉम्बे आर्ट सोसाइटी के प्रेसिडेंट मिस्टर राजेंद्र पाटिल जी. सर आपका हमारे शो पर बहुत बहुत स्वागत है.
थैंक यू.
सर आर्ट के बारे में कहते हैं ना कि हर कोई हम सब आर्ट के लिए जब वर्क कर रहे हैं तो हमारा ये जो पैशन है कहीं ना कहीं पैशन है जिसकी वजह से हम गेट गोइंग हैं. तो सर आप क्या कहेंगे, आपका ये पैशन की शुरुआत कैसे हुई?
पैशन की शुरुआत हमारी कॉलेज की दुनिया में हुई थी. जब मैं मुंबई पढ़ने आया तो माई जर्नी इज़ कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट. एकेडमिकली आई एम इंजीनियर.
अच्छा.
तो मेरा पहला जो एकेडमिक क्वालिफिकेशन डिग्री आप बोलते हैं वो है बीएससी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स.
जी.
देन आई डिड बीटेक पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड देन मच लेटर आफ्टर सम 5-6 years gap I did MA in ancient Indian culture which is related to art. So my first academic qualification degree has nothing to do with art, but when I came to Mumbai to study art, in the hostel my roommate was an artist.
Okay.
तो मैं बीटेक कर रहा था, वो बीएफए कर रहा था.
अच्छा.
तो दोनों फर्स्ट ईयर में थे, नए थे. तो आई सॉ हिम डूइंग दैट असाइनमेंट्स, पेंटिंग्स. फर्स्ट 6 months तो वी टॉक वेरी
नए
स्पेयरिंगली, नए थे. और मैं भी नया था. मेरा एडमिशन जो था, आप जब बीटेक पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फर्स्ट ईयर में होते हैं तो थोड़े से सिंसियर ज़्यादा होते हैं, डर भी होता है. तो आफ्टर फर्स्ट सेमिस्टर इज़ ओवर आई जस्ट पिक्ड अप हिज बुक एंड सॉ इट एंड देयर वर सम पेंटिंग्स विच in my definition that time were no paintings.
Acha.
Yes, those were complete abstract painting. In the hindsight now I will tell you that was a book of I think art history gate master painter or something like that.
Okay.
And वो जो painting थी वो मार्क रोथको की थी.
अच्छा.
तो now मार्क रोथको painting when you come from some different background and you see the painting first time you won't find anything there.
True.
So मैंने उसको जैसे ऐसे ही आउट ऑफ क्यूरियोसिटी पूछ लिया ये क्या है. ही सेड इट इज़ अ पेंटिंग एंड इट्स कॉस्ट में भी crores of rupees. So I was shocked. First of all I was thinking he's just bluffing me. So there were so many other students, art students who were seniors also, second year BFA, third year. That was hostel where there were students from medical then engineering, then even journalism. So there itself my first love started with art in the hostel.
Okay.
When I heard that painting is really worth crores of rupees and there was nothing in the painting in my concept of painting, it was nowhere. So I started reading art whenever I used to get time.
Okay, what exactly
it is and why it is worth so. So I completed BTech 4 years. He also completed BFA. Whenever there is a semester gap, I used to read on art. whole lot of reading was going on. And then even during the last semester, art student used to have some project submission, dissertation, something like that. So I used to help them, to translate it from Marathi to English, English to Marathi, something like that. So because by that time I had did so much art. So this was the beginning.
So you started taking interest in art.
I started taking interest in art, and when these people who passed out from college, I also passed out. I got suitable job, befitting to my engineering qualification. They also were, either became art teachers or some were full-time artists, which is very difficult journey.
Yeah.
In fact, who was my roommate last year, he was a full-time artist from the beginning till today.
Okay.
Yeah. So they used to do exhibitions in different galleries. Mostly that time Jehangir Art Gallery was the only gallery. Art field somewhere around early 90s, mid 90s was peaceful, calm, little generous. Not the competition, or it was not art market. It was art field that
Now
time.
it has become commercial.
People call it art market now.
Yeah.
We also fall in line and call it art market. But that time it was an art field. There was not as such a huge social media, no internet, nothing. When you write on art, you have to read from books and write it. That's only the reference point. There was no internet. So when they used to have exhibitions, just out of this thing, some artists asked me, you know so much about art, so please do write about art, my exhibition. And as I said, there were some students from journalism also in the hostel. So they also were there being a friend. So they said, okay, write it.
It became a team, like.
Then it became a team. So I wrote small review. It got published first time. So when first time you see your name in the newspaper, you also feel, this is something new. So my job was going on, and my passion, hobby, which became slowly passion, art writing was going on.
Okay.
So thus it started, and then slowly I was sort of pulled into art field for full time.
Acha.
I gave up my welfare job and then came in the art field full time from last maybe 16-17 years.
Sir, but जैसे कि कहा जाता है कि surviving in art field is a very tough, like as you started also you might have faced many challenges. So any challenge which मतलब होता है ना सच में आपको हिला दिया हो, ऐसा कोई challenge आपने face किया हो?
Surviving in the art field may be tough now, and maybe tough for the people who want specifically a career in the art field.
True.
As I started it as a hobby, I never thought about surviving because my bread and butter was coming from something else, somewhere else.
तो था कि ये नहीं,
तो वो ये तो just hobby था. तो when you start it as a hobby, when it becomes a passion, आप सर्वाइव हो जाते हैं. आपको वो डिफिकल्टी आएगी नहीं, क्योंकि वो मन में है ही नहीं कि यहाँ सर्वाइव होना बहुत टफ है. दैट टाइम आई थिंक इट मे नॉट बी इवन टफ बिकॉज देयर वाज नॉट मच मनी इन द आर्ट. देयर वर नो सच बिग गैलरीज, देयर वर नो आर्ट फेयर्स, देयर वाज नो आर्ट फेस्टिवल और आर्ट फेयर इन द कंट्री, देयर वाज नो आर्ट मैगजीन इन द कंट्री. सो इट स्टार्टेड व्हेन द टाइम वाज डिफरेंट. सो दैट टाइम दोज हु हैव द पैशन दे सर्वाइव्ड.
So you went with the flow.
I went with the flow. I did not thought about, let us do this, let us do that. Just flowing, writing, keep writing on art in Marathi as well as in English newspapers. And then slowly I started writing in different art magazines, which started, after mid 90s, somewhere around late 90s.
True.
And then different newspapers, English newspapers, art reviews, regular art reviews. And then I got associated with Bombay Art Society somewhere around 2002-2003.
Okay.
And in Bombay Art Society also I was invited to edit the Bombay Art Society's art journal.
Okay.
So that time the president invited me. He was my friend only, Vijay Raut. So he said, Rajendra, let us start this art journal from Bombay, which was Bombay Art Society's art journal. It was published long ago. It started in fact in 1910. Then in between there were so many gaps, breaks. Then again somewhere around 1960s, 70s, that art journal used to come. Then there was again big break, maybe because of financial condition of Bombay Art Society. And then again we started it somewhere around 2002, 3, 4. So it continued till 2008, 9.
Okay.
So that's the way I got associated with Bombay Art Society, and then I got on the committee officially somewhere around 2005-6, and then as a committee member, then sometime as a joint secretary, then last tenure when Vasudev Kamath sir was president of Bombay Art Society, that time I was vice president.
Okay.
And then Kamath sir sort of retired from all this institution now, from Art Society of India, Bombay Art Society, and then this responsibility came to me.
Yeah. And sir, if I'm not wrong, your wife is also an artist.
My wife is also artist.
So,
before
वो
artist,
मतलब होता है कि आपने इसलिए artist
she's
से
a poet
शादी
also. She is a poet, she is
Okay.
a writer, and then she is an artist. Yes, that atmosphere in the home, you know, we got married in the you know, late 90s.
अच्छा.
Then that time itself she was writing poetry, poems and all these things. So the field was complementary to each other, and that time also she had won some awards in the art competitions in the school and college. So that was there from the beginning. So perhaps that may be the reason that I got this thing very easily, and you know, got pulled into art field maybe.
सर इंडिया आर्ट फेस्टिवल मतलब उसका एक अपना ही नाम है यहाँ, मतलब बहुत सारे आर्टिस्ट जो हैं बहुत सारी उम्मीदें रखते हैं, एंड इवन इट्स अ प्राइड फॉर देम ऑल्सो टू अपीयर टू पार्टिसिपेट इन इंडिया आर्ट फेस्टिवल. हाउ इज़ योर एक्सपीरियंस अबाउट इंडिया आर्ट फेस्टिवल?
Well, again, India Art Festival started somewhere around 2010-11. In fact, the birth of India Art Festival also happened in the office of Bombay Art Society.
Okay.
Yeah. So in 2010, I remember that time the president of Bombay Art Society was Mrs. Prafulla Dahanukar. She is no more. So Prafulla Dahanukar was very you know, well-known artist, and very you know, she was great inside also. She was very kind. So, and I was sort of a student for her that time, and I used to consider her my mentor. From the beginning itself, from the mid-90s itself, because I got associated with even Artist Center, which was in Kalagoda that time, Ador House, and she was the chairperson of Artist Center also, Prafulla Dahanukar. So when she was the chairperson of Artist Center, I was also on the committee of Artist Center. So that sort of teaching was going on, because I was treated as an outsider in the art field. Later on, I did MA in Ancient Indian Culture. That is different thing. So I used to take without any inhibitions. You know, I used to ask so many questions to artists on everything, right from medium.
True. Learning is like is a
graphics. So what is lino cut? What is the wood cut? All these things. I of course I did all these things in college, in the college days itself. So Prafulla Dahanukar and Dr. Saryu Doshi was vice president of Bombay Art Society. So after the meeting was over, in one of the Bombay Art Society's meeting, it was over, and by maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock, we were sitting in the Bombay Art Society's office in Jehangir Art Gallery. That time this building was not there, these galleries were not there. Even this land was, you know, not with Bombay Art Society. Yeah, so it was with society, and I think construction was started. Yeah, but in the society's office, I was just sitting, and we were chatting with them, and they asked me, "Ki Rajendra, आता काय करतोय?" तर I told them that I just visited you know, that art fair, India Art Fair. Now it was about to come. So there was a different art fair somewhere around 2010 in Pragati Maidan. So I told them I visited art fair, and that time it was India Art Summit actually. So I was supposed to visit India Art Summit. I told them that there are art fairs which are happening, art summits which are happening in Delhi, and there is no art fair as such to speak about in Mumbai. So you should do something. So they said, that time itself Prafulla maybe 75 plus, Dr. Saryu Doshi maybe also 75 plus. So they said, at this age, what do you want us to do?
What do you expect?
So you do, we are there. You tell us what do you want. the art fairs need huge funds, sponsors, funding and all these things.
True.
So they said, you do it and we are there.
Okay.
So the India Art Festival started with their blessings actually. Without Prafulla, Dahanukar and Dr. Saryu Doshi, it would have been very difficult for me to put up this India Art Festival. In fact, even to start the India Art Festival would have been nightmare because you need a fund, lot of funds to start the art fair. Because even if you go to Nehru Center, it starts from the rent festival. Rent itself is a very huge.
Yeah.
Okay. So it started with them, and they were associated with India Art Festival for 2-3 years. Then 2012, 13, Prafulla had a fall in bathroom, and then she left the art world. So then I continued this. Then India Art Festival grew from Mumbai to Delhi, now Bangalore also from last 2 years. And it was started because main reason was, in Mumbai or Delhi or Bangalore, the bigger cities, if you see the galleries, Jehangir Art Gallery in Mumbai, there is a waiting list of 3-4 years. That time it may be 3 years, 4 years.
And so many
So
exams.
now it is 5-6 years.
Yeah.
So waiting list. So artists don't get the platform. So and we have in India there are such a huge number of visual artists, and there are not sufficient galleries to accommodate them.
Right.
So it was started just with the thought that let us have some kind of platform for the artists. Otherwise, till that time, most of the art fairs in the world or even art summit in Delhi, it was only for the galleries. Only gallery could participate.
Yeah.
But we thought it the way that it should be art galleries as well as artists, because artists are more needy than the galleries because they don't get the platform. So it started as a mixed model, though some people were saying that this is a mixed model and conflict and all this thing, but nothing happened. It survived for last 12 years, 13 years, and it is growing and growing in a scale wise as well as from city to city, from Mumbai to Delhi, Delhi to Bangalore. And maybe we are planning Hyderabad, but it is still in the very nascent stage.
But in these years, many, as you have started and the, place जो आपने बना ली है अपनी एक जगह, I don't think so कोई उसे overcome कर सकता है. But फिर भी ऐसे होता है कि बहुत सारे लोग art fairs करते हैं. Many as a gallery, I also keep on getting the messages, participate in this and that. तो सर वैसे ही अगर आर्टिस्ट या गैलरीज चूज करते हैं तो आर यू कंसिडरिंग समथिंग अबाउट इट?
See, as I said, art festival started with the motive to provide the platform to the artist as well as galleries. In the beginning itself, that was a lot of brainstorming was going on. Dr. Saryu Doshi, Prafulla, Dahanukar, even later on Anupa Mehta, our writer friend, got associated with it. So we used to talk a whole lot of things on that artists and gallery selection process. But as it was started for the artists as well as galleries, we were knowing, all were knowing that we need to be little bit lenient when it comes to the artists, because when artists pass out from the college, even if it is he studied in JJ School of Art or Delhi College of Art or anywhere, College of Fine Art Bangalore. So from all these colleges, when students pass out, there used to be a lot of chaos in the mind.
True.
Not only art field but any field.
How is my art?
Even engineering guy passed out, I passed out. I was thinking what to do now. So that chaos lasts for few years. For few artists, and for some people it may last even longer.
True.
Because artists that time when he pass out, he thinks, "Arey, what to do is the issue. Hussein did that, we should do this. Because उन्होंने ऐसा किया था, हम भी ऐसा है." ये जो एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन का फेज है, ये 2-3-4 साल चलता है, and then artist find his own calling. जब उसको calling अपनी मिल जाती है, then he never look back.
Yeah.
So that experimentation phase is the main period when artists should get the platform.
True.
That time even the galleries, now if you see, we have public galleries as well as private galleries.
Yes.
Private galleries function with their own limitations. They have to function like that only because they have a lot of expenses. So they have to be choosy about the artist because they have to get the funds also to run the gallery.
Right.
But as India Art Festival, or my entire stake in the art field started as a hobby. So money was never a motive.
Yeah.
Maybe, as you are saying, that what were the challenges? Those challenges may be there for the people who start to make the money. When money is the motive, you need to make certain amount of money at the end of the year,
so that you can survive. Yeah.
so that you can survive. But when the starting itself was not for the survival or for making money, then you don't think about the obstacles or challenges. You simply overcome it.
Yeah.
So in my case, I just went with the flow. There was no pre-decided journey that I have to do this, I have to start writing, I have to approach to bigger newspapers, I have to approach to bigger magazines to push my writing, push my articles, and I have to enter in the Bombay Art Society, or I have to start India Art Festival. This nothing was planned.
Yeah.
Because I was not knowing I was not knowing even Bombay Art Society when I started writing that much, which I know now.
True.
So this entire journey was started as a hobby, become a passion, and then once you have the passion, you will survive. You will survive any obstacle, any challenges. But when you come with a load of something that I need to make this much money, then there is a issue.
There is an
issue.
ट्रू एंड मैंने सर आपका एक बिहेवियर है मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है सर, बहुत कूल है एंड इवन व्हेन आई हैव डन मुंबई आर्ट फेयर फर्स्ट टाइम, बिकॉज लास्ट ईयर आई वाज थिंकिंग कि हमारी गैलरी अभी स्टार्ट हुई है, सर एक्सेप्ट करेंगे कि नहीं एंड ऑल, तो लेकिन सर से जब बात हुई हमने अच्छे से सर ने एक्सेप्ट किया. सर द बेस्ट पार्ट आई फेल्ट अबाउट द फेयर इट वाज कि जो भी प्रमोशंस वगैरह हुए थे हर गैलरी हर आर्टिस्ट को पहुंचाया गया कि दिस इज़ व्हिच द पेपर्स आर जहाँ ये प्रमोशंस हुए हैं. बिकॉज आई हैव सीन कि आई हैव डन आर्टिकल ऑल्सो, सॉरी आई एम सेइंग दिस ऑन स्क्रीन, डैट वहाँ पर वी हैव टू आस्क कि अरे प्रमोशन कौन से पेपर में आया है, व्हाट इज़ डन, बिकॉज सेलिंग इज़ अ पार्ट बट प्रमोशंस एंड दी आर्टिस्ट गेटिंग द नेम्स इज़ ऑल्सो आई थिंक कि वो भी बहुत ज़रूरी है कि लोग आर्टिस्ट को जाने कि दिस इज़ द आर्टिस्ट, ही इज़ एग्जिबिटिंग हियर. तो वो प्रमोशन पार्ट सर के इसमें मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. एंड इवन सर मैं आपसे पूछूंगी जैसे बॉम्बे आर्ट सोसाइटी की अगर बात करें, आई डोंट नो वेदर आई शुड आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन और नॉट. दिस गैलरी इज़ वेरी नाइस बट व्हाट इज़ द चैलेंज दैट क्राउड इज़ नॉट हियर?
Yes, any gallery, new gallery which starts, you need to build up that audience. आपको audience को बनानी होगी. Even when Jehangir Art Gallery started in 1952, first 20-30 years was a struggle for every gallery. Even if you go today to Lalit Kala Academy, Lalit Kala Academy is a rather very old gallery. You go, there is a footfall issue.
Yeah.
So this is the new space. Just started in 2016. After that, 2 years almost gone into COVID. And there are 3 galleries in Bombay Art Society. The exhibitions are regularly taking place. Society has little limitations in terms of funds also, because this is after all an institution which do not make money from any sources except that gallery rent and some kind of life membership subscription, all these things. So this process of building audience is slow for gallery, because gallery cannot put big advertisements or big hoardings to attract the audience. It is going on. If you see Bombay Art Society, even our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, that has grown wildly in the last 2-3 years. All our social media followers, everything, Facebook, Twitter, almost 20-30,000 it has reached. So it is growing. Footfalls are there. After 4-5, footfalls are less. I agree that. After 4-5, there is to be sale also. Artist has to, little bit take care of their little bit promotion also for them, as well as we also take care of promotion on social media. Now there was an exhibition last week.
Okay.
He had a good sale. So after every one or 2 months, there is to be exhibition where luckily they get good footfall. They also do little bit of PR. See, this is the world of PR today. I started when there was no PR.
No PR, right.
Okay. And आप आर्ट से अगर प्यार करते हैं तो फिर आप बाकी चीज़ें नहीं देखते,
जी जी
वो फॉलो होती है. इफ़ यू सी इवन नाउ सीनियर आर्टिस्ट, वेरी सीनियर आर्टिस्ट, इवन यू टॉक टू देम, तो उन्होंने एक्सपीरियंस किया है ये सब चीज़ें कि जहांगीर में कितने फुटफॉल्स थे. अभी तो चलो आर्ट का वी हैव इंटरनेट, वी हैव सोशल मीडिया, वी हैव सो मेनी प्लेटफॉर्म्स टू प्रमोट आर्ट. इवन आर्टिस्ट यूज्ड टू हैव देयर ओन प्रमोशन. So that is the worry, but we are working towards it, and there are different mediums, right? Apart from social media, even we put occasionally advertisement in Bombay Times, which is costly, and the local vicinity, Bandra, Khar, Juhu, we are now planning to distribute some leaflets or some kind of information weekly, so that slowly, gradually we build up our audience. And again, it has to be quality audience.
Yeah.
You cannot invite all the people
like
in the
that.
art field.
Yeah,
And even if they come, I don't think they will come second time. So, yes, Bombay Art Society galleries are, going through this stage of building audiences. And I wish if artists, societies committee, executive committee, and all of us work together, I think slowly we will be able to build audience. There is again one more hindrance, that media, the way we started, if you see 90s, mid 90s, late 90s, or even 2000 till 2010, there was good support from media.
Nowadays they are not
Marathi
entering into
newspapers,
art
English
field.
newspapers, Hindi newspapers. There used to be weekly columns. I remember my friend Ranjit Hoskote used to write in Times of India. I still have Ranjit's cuttings, few cuttings. Okay, so Madhav Imarte used to write in Lok Satta. Shri Ram Khadilkar used to write in different newspapers. I remember, I think Tarun Bharat or some different newspapers, Maharashtra Times. Abhijit Tamane used to write voraciously. He's a reader also, good reader also. So Abhijit used to write in Maharashtra Times regular column. So there was a good support from media for artists and exhibition promotion or gallery promotion to build up the audience.
But now
this is disappeared.
Yeah, even sir, I will tell you.
सबके कॉलम उन्होंने बंद कर दिए.
हाँ, मैं खुद मिली थी एक दो जो जर्नलिस्ट थे. They said आर्ट में अभी एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं करते कॉलम्स. I told why. I even spoke to Rahul Narvekar ji about this. कि he said कि we will work on it. I approach, बोलते ना कि पॉलिटिशियन कहीं ना कहीं कुछ शायद सॉल्व कर दें, तो आई मेट एंड सर ये जो बॉम्बे आर्ट सोसाइटी के बारे में मैंने क्वेश्चन किया इसलिए बिकॉज आई हैव हर्ड दैट पीपल आर बैड माउटिंग ऑन द बैक. मतलब होता ना कि पीछे से बात करते हैं बट दे आर हैविंग मेनी क्वेश्चंस अबाउट दिस.
We also don't hide. I know.
That's why I thought of asking you this thing.
Some artists write badly on social media. Badly means they write also fact also कि there are no footfalls. Now to generate the footfalls is not a magic wand.
True.
We don't have magic wand that घुमाओ और crowd आ जाए. To invite the crowd, there are certain ways. Okay, and to implement that you need little bit funds. Okay. Plus Bandra, as you say, this is from Bandra station. You have to come to Bandra reclamation. The approach, the way that Jehangir Art Gallery or Kalagoda Art District, which got established, it was not the case 30 years back. It was not the case 40 years back. It took time. So Kalagoda Art Festival was not there. Kalagoda Art District. Kalagoda Art Festival, sorry. Kalagoda Art District was not there in the 50s, 60s or 70s or 80s. Late 90s it started calling Kalagoda Art District. Okay, so उसको भी 30-40 साल लगा. Bandra also we are trying with the local people support, local politician support. In fact यहाँ पे आशीष शेलार जी आए थे few months back, few years back also. He used to come regularly and he has said that whatever the support you need, but we need to build up basic audience, at least art audience.
True.
तो होता क्या है ना कि दिस इज आइसोलेटेड गैलरी, एक और दो गैलरी होती है. इफ यू टेक अ मार्केट कंडीशन, हाउ इट वर्क्स, अगर वन ज्वेलरी शॉप इज देयर, वहाँ पे कोई जाएगा नहीं एक ज्वेलरी शॉप में, लेकिन वहाँ अगर सराफा बाजार है पूरा, 25 शॉप है, वहाँ पे लोग जाएंगे. तो कालागोड़ा आर्ट डिस्ट्रिक्ट में ये हो गया कि वहाँ पे ढेर सारी गैलरीज है तो लोग इजीली जाते हैं. यहाँ भी धीरे धीरे होगा. देर आर सम गैलरीज कमिंग अप इन सबर्ब. वी आर ऑल्सो वर्किंग टूवर्ड्स बिल्डिंग ऑडियंस, बट इट टेक्स अ टाइम. I agree. Society agrees. There is nothing to hide. Why to hide? Because after all, when artists will come and do the exhibition, they will see
Yeah.
there are very few footfalls, or some days there is no footfall. But if artists and society work together, social media is a good, excellent platform. Footfalls come. Now you tell me how some of the shows, if you see 5-6 shows in the last 6 months, were successful. You talk to those who did the exhibition. They did the sale. They manage the footfalls because they also have a little bit to work towards footfalls. Society also work towards footfall. And it is nice you ask this question because we also want to clarify कि yes, society is working towards building quality audience for the galleries, and currently social media as well as newspapers we are approaching. We have advertised in the newspapers and that will continue, but only as I said, funds is the limitation. So as and when these funds are there, at least we have the art classes starting now. There is a regular, at least 30-40 people every day visit Bombay Art Society regularly.
Okay, nice.
So art classes are there, students are coming, their parents are coming. Because of them, some other people are coming. Architect, interior designers are coming as and when they see something on the social media or find something interesting. So sale is also happening occasionally.
Yeah.
Not regularly, but we hope in the coming few years we'll build up quality audience.
True. And sir, as a gallery, today I am committing that every year I will do one group show in Bombay Art
Thank you.
Society.
Thank you.
Because listening to your thing, yes, we need a support of the people who are working for art, so that, because this gallery is awesome. Actually, the space wise, if you'll see the placement and even the staff, I will say, वो इतने कोऑपरेटिव हैं हर तरह से, तो आई विल ट्राई माई बेस्ट कि हर ईयर हमारी एक ग्रुप एग्जीबिशन यहाँ होनी चाहिए. तो
See, support is necessary because as I believe, I don't know today's condition. Today there are so many art fairs, art festivals are coming
जी
and going also. But when we started, if you love art, it survives. Running a art gallery, running a art magazine, I trust cannot be a business.
या
बिजनेस आपको करना है तो और ऐसे अच्छे फील्ड है जहाँ अच्छा पैसा मिलेगा, या पैसा नहीं मिलेगा आपको. अगर आप आर्ट से प्यार करते हैं तो यू विल गेट ह्यूज लॉट ऑफ सेटिस्फैक्शन. इफ आर्ट इज योर पैशन, यू लव इट, आप गैलरी चला पाएंगे. गैलरी रनिंग ए गैलरी कैन नॉट बी ए बिजनेस.
ट्रू.
और पब्लिक गैलरी तो बिल्कुल हो भी नहीं सकता है बिकॉज overheads है, you know, there are 8 staff of 8 to 10 people, electricity, air condition. BMC itself send us a huge property tax, almost 11-12 lakh rupees per year.
Okay.
So to manage this much expense is tough on our part, and again saving some funds for the promotion activity, we are juggling it, and it will happen, but it will take time.
Sure, sir. And I will request as a gallery and on behalf of many artists that don't close it. Keep it going. Like
No, this gallery, so Bombay Art Society is founded in 1888.
Okay.
135 years old institution.
already,
So Bombay Art Society survived when there was no art gallery in India, there was no art magazine, newspapers were also very few. So the difficult phase
already
society
gone.
survived. Now it is decently placed. We have such a good complex, beautiful complex with 3 art galleries, auditorium. We have good art classes where almost 20-30 students are coming every day. We have office in Bombay, Jehangir Art Gallery also, because that's a center point where artists still come and meet.
True.
So this activity, Bombay Art Society, 135 years old institution, will continue all this activity. Not only continue, but we'll see that how this grows better and better and even spread all over the Maharashtra.
Hoping for the best.
Thanks.
Sir, now if I'll talk about the art journey, like what message you want to give to the artist? कि अभी जैसे सर मुझसे पहले लोग यही पूछते हैं, आप आर्टिस्ट हैं, तो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आपसे भी पूछे गए थे कि आप भी आर्ट करते हैं. लाइक आई एम ऑल्सो स्टडिंग आर्ट, आई एम ऑल्सो लर्निंग, आई एम ऑब्जर्विंग एंड आई एम स्पीकिंग लाइक द सेम प्रोसेस यू ऑल्सो वेंट थ्रू. तो आपसे भी लोग पहले पूछते थे कि आप भी आर्टिस्ट हैं, अगर आप आर्टिस्ट नहीं हैं तो आप ऑर्गेनाइज कैसे करते हैं? सर ऐसा क्वेश्चन आपको आया ही होगा.
Yes, आते तो है, बट इट्स फैक्ट आई एम नॉट आर्टिस्ट. जर्नी ही मेरी आर्ट राइटर, एज आर्ट राइटर शुरू हुई
जी.
थी. तो as far advice to artists is concerned, as I am not artist, I think no, I am not right person to give them advice. But
Sir, but you
on
know,
art market, I can
yeah,
say something like
that. Only I'm saying, because the artists are knowing to draw,
Yes.
but they don't know how to promote themselves, how to talk about, you know, many times it happens कि they say कि मुझे नहीं पता कि इसको express कैसे करना है. For that we people are there.
See, artist language is a visual language. So of course, artist is not even expected to explain everything.
Yeah.
But nowadays, as I said, this is the
become the art.
different kind of field. You have to
Yeah.
you have to talk more than you have to do the painting.
Right.
Okay. So you work in studio maybe 3-4 hours. So on social media and promotion, you spend more time today.
Yeah.
If you see visit Instagram or Facebook and all these things, so whole day people
Keep on promoting
keep on
and
promoting
posting.
their art. That's the way, as time goes, things change. Only one thing is basic: be sincere with your art practice. Do what you feel from inside. Of course, that experimentation, as I said, इन्होंने ये किया, उन्होंने ये किया, तो कॉपी वगैरह वो शुरू में चलता है 1-2 साल 3 साल. That is fine. So once you get own calling, आपको आजकल ना इन सोशल मीडिया देर आर एवरीथिंग. ये आपको आर्ट गैलरीज में बुकिंग करना है, गैलरीज को शो करने हैं, एग्जीबिशंस करने हैं, प्रमोट करना है. नाउ सोशल मीडिया इज अ बिग यूनिवर्सिटी, सो दैट्स अ बिग गुरु. सो दैट टीच एवरीथिंग. सो आर्टिस्ट बस बी जेन्युइन टू योर ट्रू सेल्फ. दैट्स इट. दैट विल माई एडवाइस. बिकॉज मैंने तो शुरू ऐसा ही किया था. ऐसा कोई प्लान नहीं था कि ये करना है, वो करना है, उसके बाद ये करना है. तो होते गया. Artists, they are better equipped what they are doing as far as market is concerned. आपके स्टूडियो में आप आर्टिस्ट हैं
जी.
When you come out of studio, you go to gallery, you have to become your marketing manager also.
True.
क्योंकि या तो फिर किसी को बनाना पड़ेगा. शुरू में तो आप अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाएंगे मार्केटिंग मैनेजर या तो कोई बड़ी गैलरी मिलती है आर्टिस्ट को, तो बाद में मिलती है. वंस आर्टिस्ट get little established and start selling the works, then there are so many galleries who absorb the artist into their gallery, and that. But what happened? There are so many artists that this small number of galleries cannot induct all the artists.
Right.
There are so many artists in the system, so this artist cannot be absorbed. तो आपको खुद का मार्केटिंग करना होगा. You have to become, so इसके लिए you need not have to be shy. Okay, when you go to studio, now I don't know, as I'm not artist, how difficult that is to go in the studio and work peacefully for an entire day, and second day you visit the gallery or do something on the social media. आप खुद का मार्केटिंग मैनेजर बनते हैं. How difficult is that? What is the jerk you get mentally? वो मुझे एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, बिकॉज आई एम इनटू आर्ट मार्केट. ओके, बट आपको करना होगा. छुपा के कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है कि दैट आई एम. ठीक है, यू आर क्रिएटिव पर्सन, बट दिस इज द नीड ऑफ द आवर. ये आपको करना होगा. there is no need to be shy or be ashamed of doing something which people may say, अरे आप खुद का मार्केटिंग करें, प्रमोट करें. खुद नहीं करेगा तो कौन करेगा? Who will do? Nobody will come and do your marketing. Otherwise फिर आपको वैसा लकी होना चाहिए कि आपको सम गैलरी ने पिकअप कर लिया और गैलरी इज मैनेजिंग, यू जस्ट डू द डे नाइट प्रैक्टिस इन योर स्टूडियो, एंड देन जो भी पेंटिंग बनाते हैं आप किसी गैलरी को भेज दो. दैट स्टेज आने को टाइम लगता है, और सब आर्टिस्ट को वो पॉसिबल भी नहीं होता. ओके, सो माई एडवाइस इज गो विद द फ्लो, बी ट्रू टू योर सेल्फ. देखिए, मनी तो लगता है, you need money for the sustenance. So that part is essential. So that also you have to take care how you get it. कुछ दिन अगर आप सपोज आर्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, तो आर्ट बिक नहीं रही है, तो find something that will get you bread and butter. Do something, because this journey is difficult. Otherwise होता है कि I have seen so many artists, छोड़ दो. They are JJ School of Art pass out, but छोड़ दो, and then went out of field and doing something else. See, it's after all individual calling. बट आपका रास्ता वही है कि शुरू के जो दिन है, शुरू के जो ईयर्स है, अगर टफ है आर्ट से इतना आपको ब्रेड एंड बटर आना, तो हैव समथिंग विच गेट्स यू ब्रेड एंड बटर एंड कंटिन्यू योर पैशन विच इज आर्ट. That's how you can only, this is a very practical advice. Otherwise, you are the artist and you are, know how this jerk maybe doing your own marketing and working in the studio also.
Yeah, and either you can even participate in the India Art Festival, as I have seen when I visit also as a curator, as a promoter, many budding artists also doing there, and confidently they are speaking about, they are getting the nice places, and I've seen sir जो मतलब इतना अच्छा work भी है ना, मतलब they are budding but the work is awesome. So they are also getting the place in India Art Festival, so you can participate and get this platform. This is very known platform, so you can do it. Sir,
इंडिया आर्ट फेस्टिवल के बारे में मैं एक ही कहना चाहूँगा कि इंडिया आर्ट फेस्टिवल was not started as a commercial art fair, because it was started in the Bombay Art Society only, office only, by two beautiful ladies, beautiful from inside. 75 plus, Dr. Saryu Doshi and Prafulla Dahanukar, myself, then Anupa joined, as I said. So this was started just as a movement, some kind of platform for the artist, and at least to get the money, enough money to sustain it, or to get the, at least recover the expenses. Making money was not motive. तो आप आर्ट से अगर प्यार करते हैं, आपने कहा कि इंडिया आर्ट फेस्टिवल का प्रमोशंस वगैरह ये होता है, सब एवरीबडी गेट्स प्रमोशन, दिस दैट, दे नो द इन्फॉर्मेशन, बिकॉज सी आपको आर्ट से अगर आप प्यार करेंगे ना तो आप प्रमोशन भी करेंगे उसका. डोंट डू इट कमर्शियली, अदरवाइज देयर इज नो पॉइंट डूइंग इट. डू इट नाइसली. आप जो चीज़ करते हैं उससे अगर प्यार करते हैं ना, वो बहुत अच्छी होगी, अच्छे से होगी. बट आप अगर पैसे के मोटिव से आए हैं तो देन यू मैनेज, आई डोंट नो हाउ टू टेक इट फॉरवर्ड.
पैसा इज अ मोटिव, बट आई विल से कि कहीं ना कहीं आर्ट से एक प्यार ज़रूरी होता है, तभी हम कहते हैं ना कि अपने अगर वर्क को हम प्यार ही ना करें तो हम
पैसा जरूरी है. हाँ, सी एट द एंड ऑफ द डे ऑल द एक्सपेंसेस यू हैव टू गेट रिकवर फ्रॉम द आर्ट फेस्टिवल ओनली. इट इज नेसेसरी, बट स्टिल एट द बैक ऑफ द mind that it should be there कि आप you are promoting art.
You're loving your profession.
You are loving it. आप लव तो आप करते हैं, तभी तो आप वो करेंगे, अदरवाइज you won't be doing it. You won't be doing it. तो मैं तो यही कहूँगा कि I got into it without even knowing what is art that time. Then slowly I know art, read so many things, and then slowly pulled into art. Full time, gave up my well-paid job because it was taking my so much time. Of course, funds were also coming because it is also essential, as you said. But I did not expect it that much. Okay.
सर वेरी नाइस, एंड बहुत ही अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके. एंड इवन मैं आपसे कहूँगी कि आई डोंट नो, हम लोग काफ़ी टाइम से इंटरेक्ट कर रहे थे, बिकॉज कभी सर का टाइम मैच नहीं हो रहा था, कभी मेरा. तो सर आप क्या कहेंगे, आपको हमारे शो पर कैसा लगा?
बहुत अच्छा है प्रयास आपका, और आप दोनों सर मिस्टर अरोरा एंड मिस अंजलि अरोरा, आप जो आपका जो ये जो प्लेटफॉर्म चला है यूट्यूब चैनल, इट्स वेरी नाइस एंड it's essential. I will say rather you promote artists. They need it more. क्योंकि उनको ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म मिलता नहीं है. So you are doing wonderful thing, और आर्ट के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है.
जी सर, I have in my season 1 I have interviewed 100 artists. During lockdown I have interviewed the artists, and yes, उनका इंटरव्यू लेते ही मेरा इंटरेस्ट और बढ़ गया, and I started like a gallery. तो सर मुझे भी बहुत अच्छा लगा, एंड काफ़ी कुछ मैंने भी सीखा, और कहीं ना कहीं मैं कहूँगी कि मैं आई ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड विद द ज़ीरो आर्ट नॉलेज, बट आई एम ऑल्सो लर्निंग, बिकॉज लर्निंग इज़ अ प्रोसेस.
यू प्लेटफॉर्म टू द आर्टिस्ट हु नीड इट. जी, जो बड़े आर्टिस्ट है उनको तो बड़े हैं, वो तो उनको तो अभी ज़रूरत भी नहीं है इस सब चीज़ की. There are artists in the mid-career artists who need this kind of platforms, so that they tell about their art to your audience. So that will be nice, and I hope you are giving. I saw some of your videos on the channel. Thank you.
So I'm trying my best about it, and thank you so much, sir. And any anything you want to say while goodbye?
Thank you once again, and as I said, Art Journal, Bombay Art Society, India Art Festival, whatever I do, I started it out of love, and that is continue. It's my passion, or when it is a passion, you don't think anything about other things. They follow if you go through. So artist लोग को, all the artist people, or even as you said, to you gallery, I think you are participating in so many other art fairs also which have come. So be true to yourself. आप करिए, genuinely करिए. It works wonder. And little bit of I'm God fearing person also. I don't know, people, a lot of people, मतलब I don't know, फिल्मों में भी तो होता है, वो पहले दिखा देते हैं, वो जब फिल्म शुरू होती है तो दिखाते थे. So I am God fearing person. Work hard, work sincerely, little bit of luck, work miracle, और sincere prayers are replied. Thank you.
True. And even मैं कहूँगी कि बुके ऑफ आर्ट गैलरी इंडिया आर्ट फेस्टिवल के दिल्ली में भी है, बैंगलोर में भी है, एंड मुंबई का जो होने वाला इंडिया आर्ट फेस्टिवल जो ग्रैंड उसमें भी है. एंड वी आर ऑल्सो लाइक feeling very proud of it that we are going to participate in this.
When you started promoting art, our mission become one.
Yeah.
It's a one mission now, and those who have that mission of art promotion, they join the movement. This art, not only art festival, but we publish art magazine also. We started somewhere around 2008. So all these platforms are more for the promotion only.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.